Hi, Alan Shimel, DevOps.com, live on the expo floor of IBM InterConnect. I'm actually at the Datical booth with my friend Robert Reeves, CTO of Datical. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I didn't mess that up. We're good. Hey, Robert, it's been a long 3 days so far
Yes,
here at
it has.
InterConnect. A lot of announcements, a lot of learning.
hmm
You actually just came off of giving a presentation on what you call the eclipse, the solar eclipse.
That's right. The use that analogy in a presentation I just did about Bank of America's journey to DevOps for the database. And
Why
I
don't you
think one of
tell
the
our audience?
oh, sure.
Right.
I think one of the challenges that we have when we adopt DevOps is that initially the impetus for that was we adopted Agile, and that made our application team and dev team much faster. Um, Now that they're faster, we have to adopt DevOps to consume that and get it out to our servers. Well, that's actually caused problems for our database administrators.
Yes.
And the analogy that I used is likened it to a solar eclipse, so that when the moon is in front of the sun, we don't see the sun. All right, that is the big thing that is blocking our view. But we've adopted Agile, we've adopted DevOps, and so we've removed that. But guess what? The sun's still there. All right, we have another challenge ahead of us. And right now, after adopting DevOps, it is the database. How are we going to manage the application releases for that?
Yeah. That's a problem. You know what's interesting for me, Robert, coming from the security world? I always felt that the security people were the last person to the party.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And with DevOps, it almost, at some level, seemed like the DBA was the last person to the party.
Yes, we're seeing
And I
that.
don't know why.
Well, a lot of different reasons. I think primarily, look, our database administrators, our database professionals, they are tasked with taking care of the most important part, the most important asset that we have, and that's the data. As the application has, I guess, migrated, has matured from green screen, client server, web, mobile, the data has stayed there. Okay, that's the most important thing we have. And so they are tasked with maintaining that data. Don't lose the data. But now they're getting pressure from our application development teams, our DevOps teams, to keep pace with them. And now, instead of being a siloed, ticket-driven organization with a 2-day SLA, they now have to move at the same speed as our app teams. And now they're joining the party. Now we've seen DBA teams actively say, we need DevOps. We need to adopt this strategy to keep pace with those other folks.
Absolutely. And I think it has. And I think, not to blow your horn, but Datical's had a big part in bringing the DBAs into this mix, into this fast lane, if you will.
Absolutely.
3 days into InterConnect, any lessons or messages to home that we can convey to our readers?
My big takeaway from this is that Agile's here, DevOps is here, Cloud is here. We have all had different parts of our organizations, these large companies that are here, that are adopting these little bits and pieces. And what I have seen is that Agile is spurring DevOps. And we know we all want to get to the cloud, but I believe, and from what I've seen here, is that DevOps is the cloud enabler. If you want to get to the cloud, if you want to take advantage of speed, reduce costs, more flexibility, you've got to adopt DevOps to clean up your own house today, and then off to the races.
Then you're off in the fast lane.
Yeah.
We call it, Robert, in our office.
Mm-hmm.
We always like to say DevOps, the new way things get done.
Yeah,
And,
I like
and
that.
it is. It's more than just that very developer ops kind of thing. It's an umbrella
Mm-hmm.
for it. And, can you have cloud without DevOps? Can you have DevOps without the cloud? I guess we can talk about that all day too, but
Why would you want that?
Right, exactly. And there's no reason to, because we're lucky enough to have both.
Absolutely.
Anyway, Robert, thank you. Thanks for all the work you guys do at Datical, actually. It's a great company. We enjoy it, watching on the DevOps side.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for participating.
Well, thanks for having me.
Thank you,
I
man.
appreciate
It's
it.
always a pleasure.
Thank you, sir.
Robert Reeves, CTO, Datical. This is Alan Shimel from InterConnect in Las Vegas for DevOps.com.